Christopher One, welcome aboard. My name is Joseph James. It's November 19th, 2010. Happy Friday to you. Here's your live trading recap. Had a great day in the live trading this morning. Over 220 ticks again today, guys. Record-breaking week. Almost a record-breaking month. Before we talk about the trades we took today, though, everybody, I want to remind you, we're looking for some new traders and educators for our team. We had a record-breaking year of 2010. As you guys know, our results keep going up. We keep getting better every single day. We're growing by leaps and bounds with new clients every single day, and we're looking for more traders, educators, analysts, technicians, guys. If you're a hard worker and you've got a little bit of experience and you're trading something else besides what I focus on, right? I focus on gold, crude, euro, Russell. If you're trading something else besides that, I want to show you guys our methods and, of course, invite you to become a part of our School of Trade team. Put you on the blog, put you on the website. If you're the best at what you do, I want to hear from you guys. We're growing our team of traders and educators right now because we've had a record-breaking year of 2010 and we want 2011 to be even better. Email me, jj@schooloftrade.com, for more information on that, guys. I look forward to hearing from you. Now, if you're on the blog right now, okay, chances are good you're probably watching this video on the blog right now. If you're not on the blog right now, there's probably a link somewhere here above or below that will take you right back to our blog. All right, sidewaysmarkets.com, head to our blog. If you're on the blog right now, above this video, okay, you'll see the headers up top here. Okay, you want trade room resources, beginner's corner, live webinars, right? Check out those headers up top here, guys, and there'll be all kinds of information there about our trading there. Then below the video, okay, below the video, use that search box, type in whatever topic you have questions about. Use that search box, use the live support button. We've got somebody standing by 24/7 to help you guys get signed up as membership, right? Or to help get support for running indicators or whatever your questions are. And then don't forget at the bottom there, you've got the follow me button. You want to make sure you follow the blog. Okay, following the blog will make sure that you always get all the real-time updates when we add them. All right, enough of the fluff. Let's keep moving here. How are you today? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 trades today, guys. 11 trades today, 223 ticks, 22.30. Had a loss on gold. That's okay. Losses happen. And, of course, on an options expiration Friday, I'll take this every day of the week, guys, right? I will gladly take over 2,200 bucks on a Friday morning, especially OPEX Friday. We got a holiday next week, so, of course, this is the last Friday of the month here. And what a great day we had in the room, right? 11 trades. One loss there on gold. As you can see, once again, our big winners showed up late in the morning. It was late in the morning after 10:30. The dollar started moving. Things started dropping. Right? Gold and crude this morning. Monthly total now. Look at that. 33,000 bucks. Over 33,000 for the month of November, guys. We're not done yet. Now, we had 34,000 last month. We got $1,000 more to go to break that record from last month. Our biggest month of the year was October. Okay, it's soon to be November. All right, guys, we're going to keep this good stuff going here. 33,000 for the month of November, 217,000 for the year so far. Having a great week, great month, and of course, trying to finish off a great year. How did we do today, though? What's the most important thing that happened today? Well, it was OPEX Friday. No news today. We noticed the dollar was moving, so we did have a good sign that we were probably going to have a pretty good day. Okay, had a moving dollar. But the big issue today, though, was no news. OPEX Friday was low volume, so we had to use patience, right? Low volume, had to use patience today. That was the big key component. Now let's see what the dollar looked like. Here's my dollar. Now, like I said, we had a moving dollar today. The dollar was a mover. You'll notice the trading range today was wider today than it was yesterday, right? And that was only this morning. So we have a wide trading range, right? I noticed a wide trading range in the dollar. Wide trading ranges always mean good things for us in the dollar. I can also see, right, this moving market, some divergence firing off right there, which tells me we're probably going to jump back up, right, and test that resistance. Okay, so moving market, wide trading range, these are good things for the dollar. When the dollar tests resistance, things tend to move. And what happened was the dollar came up, broke above that trend line. When it broke above that trend line, everything dropped. Gold and crude dropped. We then bought those lows, right, sold the highs when it popped back up, and then bottom again. So what happens is when that dollar breaks out to the upside, right, gold and crude dropped, right? We then bought those lows or sold the breakout. Then the dollar bounced back off that resistance. We then bought those lows, right? Negative correlation. Then we come back up. We then broke out of this trend line here. And when, of course, dollar's rising, we're now selling those highs now on gold and crude. So the dollar came up, we then sold short. Dollar bounced off resistance, came down, we then bought those lows. Dollar then reverses right back up, right? Breaks through that trend line, and when that happened, we sold the highs, right? Let's take a look at this again. Now, let's start off with crude here first. We made most of our money today on crude. Was kind of back and forth between gold and crude today, but here's what it looked like on the crude market this morning. What do you see here? Well, of course, first right away, you can see we got your sideways range here, right? There's your sideways range. We also noticed we have this trend line here, right? Got that trend line right there. Now, what happened was crude came down, bounced off our trend line, came back up into this trigger line. I sold that trigger line for a wave short. Okay, then we bounce off 63, buy 63, and then sold the 82s back down. So we ended up rattling around sideways here in this crude chart. Again, wave pattern. Okay, the wave pattern happened right here. So we took the wave pattern, right? Price came down. We then sold short for the wave. Well, then you've got 75 right here. We then bought that support. Okay, then you got 82s. We then sold 82 highs, or 82.30 up here, right? The high of this wedge. We then sold the highs and came back down. So buy the lows of the wedge, sell the highs, right? Pretty simple stuff. Buy support, sell resistance. We've been doing that all year. It's working out wonderfully here on crude. Now, we got a number of charts here. Let's focus first on my 13 range chart. Here's my 13 range chart, upper left-hand corner. Now, this is where I was looking for my patterns. And so you'll see here, once again, we have the wave pattern short, right? There's your wave short, like I said. And you can see here, this pattern actually showed up in my 21 range chart, right? There's your wave short on your 21 range chart. So we have the 21 range and the 13 range both setting up for the wave pattern short. I took it here, of course, on my 21 range chart. Didn't really matter, though. You can see it kind of went through that trigger line there on my 13 range. So wave pattern short, 835. Again, we noticed we had that trigger line there in my 34 range chart. We just showed you guys exactly where that wave pattern was. 82.15 was the fill. 2 off at 5 is 10, plus 1 off at 9 is 9. 10 plus 9 is 19, or 190 USD. So again, using my 21 range trigger line, okay, this is a wave pattern short. Come down, back up, right? Come down. Okay, there's your wave short. Right, now my second trade here is going to be a re-entry using that same basic wave pattern. Okay, so the wave pattern, right, what happened was I got bounced out of my first trade right there at that trigger line. Okay, so literally what happened was I got bounced out at that support, okay, took my 19 ticks, and then got back in, right, a couple minutes later, 851, get back in for the move down. 87 was my fill. 2 off at 6 is 12. 2 off at 1 is 2. Right? 12 plus 2 is 14, or 140 USD. So we take 19 ticks out of the first move down. I bounce off this support here at 82.05. Right? Then I get back in below the 82s at 81, 87, and add in 14 more ticks. And of course, that's 35 ticks. I'm sorry, 35 ticks, or 350 bucks. So we make 35 ticks there on the first trade, or the first two trades in the morning. Now we're going to come back, bounce off that support. You'll notice here's my previous low of day right here. This blue level right here is my previous low of day. What's going to happen here is we're going to bounce off that previous low of day. We're going to mark up my swing high. And I'm going to break above this swing high for a two-step pattern long. Okay, now this could also be considered to be a wave failure too. Okay, it could be a wave failure, two-step pattern long. It's up to you. But basically, when this potential wave pattern short failed, okay, so here's the wave short. The wave short looks like this, right? You come down, you test that trigger, right? And so the wave short would come down here. Well, of course, it didn't break the downside, right? It broke that trigger line and went back up.